Versatile Mage. Chapter 643. Hu Jin shows up. Then what do we do now? Should we take them down? Asked Zhu Zhang. What if it's just bait? You don't trust Mu Bai. Trust? Why would I trust him? He has yet to be baptized by the Vatican. Then what do you say we should do? Senior Salon is still not willing to contact us, blurted out Zhu Zhang in panic. The possibility of Mo Fan having the underground holy spring was too deadly to them, as they knew better than anyone the essence that the water of Kun contained. They had desperately tried to retrieve the underground holy spring, as it was more effective than the water of Kun. However, the hidden threat they left at Bo City had now turned into the greatest problem in their hands. It might be a trap, but even if it is, we'll still have to go and verify it. If the kid does have the underground holy spring, we'll have to save Senior Salon, said Great Deacon Hu Jin. Who should we send then? Asked Zhu Zhang immediately. Hu Jin said with a smile, sacrifice is needed in order to complete our great festival. No one is excluded, not even me. The museum was located to the south of the clock tower. The old compound was not just a place where ancient findings and documents were stored, but proof of the glorious achievements of the magic civilization that had lasted for several thousand years. When the disaster took place, the ancient artifacts and documents were already stored away in the warehouses. Some of the things were very important. They must be preserved even if the city was destroyed. The museum was huge. The hall simply felt like an ancient temple. The ceiling was 15 meters tall, supported by huge pillars. Similarly, the museum had also turned into a shelter for the people. It was fully crowded, yet compared to the cold and wet streets, it was like heaven to the crowd. The place was blanketed by noise. Mo Fan and his crew regretted it as soon as they arrived. If a fight with the Black Vatican broke out here, the lives of these people would be endangered. They had to come up with a plan to evacuate them to other places. However, to Mo Fan's surprise, not long after he arrived at the museum, a stranger passed a small piece of paper to him, asking him to go to the roof alone. As soon as Mo Fan saw the letter, he knew that his target had come fearlessly, yet he still had to meet Great Deacon Hu Jin. The roof of the museum was covered in tiles with pointy edges. It did resemble the glory of an ancient palace. Raindrops fell onto the tiles and flowed into a hole on each side of the roof in a little stream, before turning into a small waterfall falling through the mouth of a dragon's head onto the ground, right into the pond at the bottom. From afar, it looked like 4 dragons were crawling on the roof, spitting out streams of water. The museum had turned into a huge refugee center. The place was fully crowded. The roof was the only place that was relatively empty. The only sound was the rain tapping on the tiles as it fell from the sky. Mo Fan stood on one of the edges, wearing a huge gray raincoat. He could see the whole inner city soaked in the rain from here, every street full of people. As he glanced further ahead over the inner walls, the black, massive army of undead surrounded the city. It had no visible ends. The small undead were stacked densely together like black dots, while those with huge sizes were like toy models among the black dots. The mountain zombie was very close to them. Mo Fan could already see its figure poking into the clouds of rain, and its cold eyes flickering up among the clouds. Mo Fan, it's been a while. How's your dad Mo Jackson? A voice came from behind Mo Fan. Mo Fan slowly turned around and discovered a person standing on the roof. He was also wearing a raincoat. The raindrops fell onto him, highlighting his slightly tall and bulky silhouette. Under the hoodie was a face with thick eyebrows and a beard, yet his skin was fairly smooth and tender, the typical look of a middle-aged man who had been living an enjoyable life. Mo Fan had never liked this guy since a very long time ago. It further escalated into hatred when the guy took away his house. Little did he know, that was not all the reasons he had to hate him. This man was basically hated by the whole world. My father is good, he's got money that he won't be able to spend, and he even got me a beautiful, young stepmother. He bought a few mansions to have some fun. I guess his middle age is quite successful. I didn't expect you to really show up here. That's quite a surprise, replied Mo Fan calmly. Hee, you were smart enough to identify me. Why would I continue to hide? Speaking of which, that kid Zhang Xiaohou is really a tough kid. I don't understand how he's still alive now. Oh, that doesn't matter. It's meaningless for him to remember what he wasn't supposed to now. Oh, your dad is a good man. The biggest regret I have in my life is not simply arranging an accident to kill your father. That way, he wouldn't have had a son who keeps stirring up troubles. He grinned, showing no intention of hiding his identity. Mo Fan took a closer look at the face under the hoodie. It was indeed He. However, he was feeling rather nervous when he saw He showing up so easily. Would the man show up if he didn't feel extremely confident with his plan? If he was Great Deacon Hu Jin, he could simply send other deacons here on his behalf. There was no need for him to show up. You know, I had so many different ways to kill you before, said He. I believe you don't want to do that, said Mo Fan. You're right, the people of the Enforcement Union watching in the dark would be suspicious of me. Even if I'm able to execute it perfectly, I wouldn't want to take any risks, as it's likely going to affect our grand festival here today. Do you know why I asked you to come to the roof? I want you to keep me company as we witness the remarkable scene that's about to happen. He spread his arms wide in an enjoyable manner. It was like he was not standing in the middle of the rain, nor was he standing in the middle of a city suffering from a great disaster, but a sacred light was shining upon him. He acted as if he was being worshipped by millions of people. A remarkable scene. Mo Fan felt himself get covered in goosebumps when he heard how He was describing it. As a matter of fact, even though I knew you were going to cause some problems at this festival, I still had to play the role of He nicely by not doing any harm to you. Let me tell you, you're only playing a very minor role in this grand festival, He continued. Are you so confident that I don't have the underground holy spring on me? Said Mo Fan with a cold grin. The sky is turning dark soon. Your underground holy spring will only make a difference in the morning. Do you think this city can last the night? Asked He in return. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.